Hey, what's happening, everybody? How you doing? All right, so we're gonna talk real today. We're gonna talk about how by the time I was 28, I realized that if you're living a life where you got one foot in the criminal world and one foot in the music industry, you're living a life that you're not only hurting yourself, but you're hurting society and you're hurting the people around you. You're not inputting into society a formidable skill that's going to bring you back financial gain on that day. You're not paying taxes, unless it's sales tax, you're buying stuff in the community. And then a lot of times, people that choose to live like that, and I was one of them for a long time, I was one of them, so I'm not putting anyone down, and I'm not trying to act better than anyone else. But things need to change, and I'm going to get to why in a little while. So like I said, if you ever listened to a hip-hop song and you were influenced by it, if you ever listened to a rap song and were influenced by it and said, I'm going to start writing my own music, I'm going to start doing this lifestyle that they talk about in the music so I can, with the hopes of one day I can become like that, well then my friend, you bought into a false reality. It's just, and if you, and I don't care how much money you might have made from this type of lifestyle or how well you're doing, it's what's going on, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so if all that Epstein stuff is real, and I try not to give into conspiracy in my life because it can make you think too much, I think, to put it lightly. But if all that Epstein stuff is real, and Jay-Z was truly involved with it, that means if you listened to a Jay-Z song and thought, oh, I want to go do that, well, you were influenced by an evil person to go live in an evil way. And me, I kind of realized this a few years ago because I'm just me. Like, I'm always a step ahead. Bottom line, I'm 95% of the time, if you know me, I'm like always already 10 steps ahead of what's about to happen in the world, and I'm already preparing. Just because how my father raised me, and if you know my dad, that's like a whole nother story. But, like, I feel like those skills that I learned, though, like, during those times, like, poetry's still a good thing. I'm not against poetry, I'm not against rapping, but it's what you're speaking about, and it's the lifestyle that you're living and that you're promoting when you're making music. Like, as much as I love some of that music to this day, about all that bad stuff and like shooting people and selling drugs and hustling and looking good and sleeping with mad hoes, you're buying into a false reality. This stuff does not work in society. You will end up in jail or dead. And it's been proven time and time again. Like, it's been proven. And now it's like we know the people that have been promoting this lifestyle are down with the most evil people on the planet. I know which side I stand on, and I know that I changed my life. And I know where I stand. And it's on the good side. I'm not afraid to look within myself and know the mistakes I made and admit them and say, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to change and I'm going to do the right thing. I'm not going to hurt my fellow man by selling them stuff. I'm going to go to work every day. I'm going to work 2 jobs. I'm going to be with my son as much as possible. Making these decisions and focusing on these things, the more I did that, the more the veil started to go down. The more that the veil was pulled down, and I was able to realize that you will emulate what you bring in. Like, what you take in, you will begin to push this out. So if you're taking in like a lot of Jay-Z, like a lot of stuff like that or like that kind of music, that's just an example though. Like, that means that, and you're saying I'm gonna live like that, and you're not just enjoying it for the music, and you're actually thinking that this stuff works, you're smoked. You're smoked in life. Like, I'm just telling you. And it's a fact now. Like, and it's a fact. And anyone that is promoting that or saying, like, yo, this is cool, that was cool. No, it wasn't. And it was terrible. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm very grateful for all the people that I met throughout the years. And no person is good or bad. No person is good or bad. Like, everyone has the capability to make the wrong decisions and mess up. But I think at the end of the day, it's about how you live your life and you decide which side you stand on. Bottom line. Bottom line. I was going to post a Facebook status, but it was just too much for it. It was just too much for a Facebook status. This channel, you know, it's about speaking out, and it's about talking about what you want to talk about. And it's also about the negative impacts of certain people had on society, and including me, you know? Like, I remember a lot of crazy stuff happening due to people trying to be better than someone else at making music. Like, that was, like, I remember a lot of stuff. And maybe I was more guilty of that than a lot of other people, and I still am, obviously. But I don't know. It's just wild. It's really wild to think about how many people thought that was so cool. Arenas full. Crazed fans. Lookalikes. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's one side or the other. Either you're a creator or a consumer. And if you're a consumer, that's okay. But if you're a creator, I feel like it's time to decide which side you stand on. Either you're going to be one of the people pulling the veil back and telling the truth, or you're going to be one of the people that's doing stuff in the dirt and hurting the community. I know which side I stand on.